welcome back to my channel. You made it here again. If you're new here, my name is Anene Angel, also known as the Mysterious Vessel, your favorite kingdom influencer. Alright, so basically today I'm going to be reading from my journal again. It's not something I do often. The reactions I got from the last video I did this journal kind of thing where I read from my journal what I've written here. It was, heartwarming. Persons reached out to me and they were really touched by it and all, and I was like, you get that kind of thing. So I'll be doing this once in a while. I don't know how often, but I'll be doing this once in a while. So today I'm going to be reading from my journal. And you know the funny thing about this, all these things I'm reading, they are things I've written since. They're things I've written since in a very long time. This particular one I'm about to read, and one thing I do when I journal is that I date. So once I'm journaling, I'm writing the dates. This particular one I'm reading, you don't want to know when.
Who cares? Who cares, brother? Who cares, brother? Who cares?
I did not do this last year. I did this 2023. That's when I documented this. I think writing too is part of the, maybe something, I don't know what to call it, probably a gift or talent, but I know that writing is part of the thing I do. It's part of the things that I just found out that we are going to tap into all potentials God has given to us this 2025. So yes, if you are still there, still procrastinating, still saying, oh, tomorrow, next tomorrow, this is the eye your angels are giving right now. 2025, tap into all potentials, all God-given talents and gifts. They are not there for fancy. It might bless someone. It should. Everyone gets to that point in life where they are faced with challenges and difficulties, where it's the scenario of Moses, the Israelites, and the Red Sea. We will all get to that point where it seems like no one understands, yet you know you have people who truly loves you. We will all get to a point in life where we are all caught up in a situation that seems hopeless with no one to help. I'm talking about crossroads. English calls it crossroads. My brain calls it an issue, a major one that needs solution and quick attention. Scripture would say times where you will be tried and tested, just as Job in the Bible was. But with all information, crossroads are now trivially treated. Many gets to it, but ends up with regrets. Crossroads sound so simple, yet so complex. It doesn't always happen, but when it comes, the decisions made leaves a lifetime effect. We all have faced certain crossroads. Some are still facing, and some would still face it. But how do I navigate through? Informations here and there, advices, influences of all sorts, and it seems like my journey lost its map. This was the situation I found myself in till I met a man who introduced himself to me as the way, the truth, and the life. Check John 14:6 for further explanations. But in all, okay, before I conclude, this is I'm already at the last part of this stuff. So I think this was a period in my life where a lot of things were happening so fast. A whole lot of things were happening. I think I already mentioned the year, but don't worry, it's not me. There's a way I write, alright? Most times I write after an experience, and most times I write during the experience. So don't come and start thinking that, oh, because I mentioned the year, you not feel like, oh, this was the year I was experiencing. But anyways, it's not a bad thing, alright? I mean, we are all people, and I feel like people have experiences, and also if you know the date and all, it's your own thing. It's not an issue anyways. So like I said, I write sometimes after an experience. An experience gives me insights or want to write, and other times I write probably when I'm facing the stuffs and all. But one thing is, you see this scripture, John 14:6, when Christ introduced himself as the way, truth, and life. It's a very personal scripture. By that period in my life, I was going through some personal stuffs and all, and it was a whole lot where you have so many informations on the net. Do this, do that, don't do. Oh my God! And I was like, what is the real thing? What is the way? Why in a generation where information is not scarce? Between 5 years ago and now, if you check the information rate on the net now, you notice that it has increased by over 50%. Aside that, you see this Gen Alpha that is coming up, the majority of the things they know now, when you're in that age, I don't think you did know those kind of things. So this is to let you know how exposed the world is, alright? So I think in that phase, this scripture came to me, and this scripture was part of the things that inspired this rights, the way, the truth, and the life. So beyond it being, I feel like to some persons it's a memory verse, to some children, to some people, or it's like a mantra or other things, I don't know. But personally, this scripture it came as light. It came at the right time, because I was in that phase where I was thinking and I needed to make decisions. Mind you, another thing that also helped me navigate was the fact that I had people I was accountable to. Alright, so I feel like having a mentor having a mentor too is something that you should improvise. But as much as you have mentors and all, there are some things that you really do have to figure out yourself. Mentors are there to guide you through, to put you through, so you don't make mistakes they made, and so you are like under a covering, and then you get extra external advice and all. But you see, when this scripture came to me, this I'm about to say now is for people that actually experience it. If you've not experienced it, I really hope you do experience it. You can just be in a situation and you can be reading, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, all your life. I mean, all my life through primary school, I was reading that thing like memory verse. But the day that scripture hits me,
I never expected it.
like the day that scripture hits me, like the Lord is my shepherd, that first line, oh my God, it was a life changer. It changed a lot of things for me. No longer seeing it as a memory verse. It was not light, it was not life, it was not a reality. Do you get? So this was what the scripture did to me, John 14:6, during that period of my life, in that phase of my life. The way, truth, and life. When the thing hits me, you know, there's a way it comes. Those you bang, where you're like, what have I been doing with my life? How did I not see this? Just for the truth. Jesus, you are the life. Lord, you are life. You are way. I need to know what to do with this. Show me this thing. How should I do this thing? You cannot call yourself way, truth, and life, and me, I'm missing the road. Do you get? Now the conclusion of this right. Let not your hearts be troubled. Believe in God. Let not your hearts be troubled. Believe in God is like a paraphrase of John 14:1. Is it a paraphrase? But anyways, I hope this helps. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, so that it gets to more persons who needs to hear this, who are in such situations. Anyways, thank you for watching to the end. I love you all. Mwah, 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 mwah.